Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday, which means it is food shop and meal plan day. If you're new here, welcome, hello, my name's Kaylee and I'm food shopping and meal planning today for a family of 4. There is myself, my husband Alistair, my son Harry who is 6 and my daughter Megan who is 4. So this week is the week before payday. So I managed to keep it pretty cheap. I always do this by looking through my fridge, freezer, cupboards first, using up anything that we haven't already used and that we've got in there. So I just thought it would be really interesting this week to go through my meals from last week and let you know which ones we ended up having, which ones we didn't, what can be carried over, because I think it's all well and good putting these meal plans out there, but I think life happens, doesn't it, and you don't always stick to them exactly. So I just thought it would be interesting to sort of let you know honestly which meals from my meal plan we had and which ones we didn't. So last week's meal plan, we said tuna pasta bake, didn't have that. I know that one night we ended up going to, where did we go? We went to Dunamasi to see the Christmas lights. It was absolutely gorgeous. We loved it, but we were in a bit of a rush getting out of the house, so we just had egg on toast for tea before we went. So we didn't end up having like a proper meal that night. That might have been the night that we would have had this, I'm not sure. Pork chops, mashed broccoli, applesauce, we did have that. Pesto crusted bassa, potatoes and asparagus, we didn't have that. I'm trying to think what we had instead. I can't remember, probably leftovers, or we haven't had a takeaway this week. I don't know what we had. My memory is terrible at the best of times, and with this long COVID I'm awful, but we didn't have that, so there you go. Halloumi chickpea bake, yes we did have that. Chili and rice, we had that. We also have leftovers in the freezer, which is really handy. Pizza, we did have that. Chicken, roast potato, stuffing, carrots, peas, we did have that. So 2 meals out of the ones I planned we didn't end up having, and we still have the ingredients for, so that's great. I think, did I have some mindful chef meal left? I did. I had a mindful chef meal left. That's why we didn't have that one. Okay, so on to this week, and I did plan to use up some of the things that we had in the fridge, the freezer, the things we hadn't used. There's also some new bits on there, obviously, because we like to mix it up and have a bit of variety. But yeah, I'll show you what I got from the shops, and then I'll let you know what my meal plan was going to be, and then how it changed after I saw what I saw in the shops. Here's my shopping. So this is my shopping. I spent £36.19 this week. So here we go. I got bananas, pears, oranges. I got these British mini roast potatoes because they were on offer and they were really cheap, so I just thought we'd go with those instead of normal potatoes. I got some carrots, some persimmons, blueberries, grapes, a cucumber, broccoli, romaine lettuce, that's mostly for the guinea pigs, figs, the kids love these at the moment, especially on porridge with a little bit of honey. I got some baby plum tomatoes for a recipe that I'm going to do this week. I got some peppers and some kale. So that is it for the fruit and veggies. We've still got things like apples and some bits of other fruit in the fridge, so that should be absolutely fine. And this is the rest of my shopping. It was quite a small one this week. So toiletries, we'd run out of toothpaste and we're low on shampoo and we're low on shower gel. So obviously I picked those up. I got these mini pork and cranberry sausage rolls. I thought they might be nice for Megan's lunch boxes. I got some medium cheddar, some Greek style salad cheese. I'm going to use that like feta for one of my recipes. And then I saw this and I thought Alistair would really like it. It's spiced honey and rum Yorkshire Wensleydale. So that was like a little treat this week. I got some tortilla chips, 2 margarita pizzas. We quite like adding our own toppings, so we've decided that we're going to start just buying the margarita ones and jazzing them up ourselves. I got some of these brioche rolls, some garden peas, chopped tomatoes, 2 of those, and I got 2 tins of soup as well. The kids love soup at the moment. I got some honey nut crunchy cornflakes for breakfast cereal, although the kids really like porridge at the moment, so that's what they're having most days. Sea salt savoury crackers to go with the cheese. I saw this British spatchcock chicken with spicy tikka rub. I got this a couple of weeks ago and it was so nice. So it wasn't on my meal plan, but I'm going to switch one of my meals around and we're going to have that because I just couldn't leave it behind. It was the last one and I love it. I also saw these tempura chicken mini fillet tenders. They're so tasty. We have them as like chicken burgers and that's what the brioche rolls are for as well. So again, I'm just going to swap one of my meals around on my plan because these just caught my eye and I had to get them. I also got some creme fraiche, some orange juice, and that's it. Oh, apart from toilet roll, but I don't think you really need to see which toilet roll we bought. There you go, just in case you're interested. Toilet roll. We tend to get through one of these packs a week, so yeah, pretty standard.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks.
Okay, so when I went to Aldi, it was really strange. There was quite a few things that weren't there. There was no passata. There was none of the tortilla chips that I usually get, so I had to buy the ones that were double the price, which upset me a little bit. Certain parts of the shelves were looking pretty bare. Now, I'm not saying that to say everyone go out and panic buy, it's happening again, because I don't think it is. It's run up to Christmas as well, so I think certain things have been switched out for Christmas stock. But I did see they had two things that I really like and they weren't on my meal plan because I couldn't find them last week in Aldi and I assumed that they were just gone. But I saw them this week and I thought, yeah, I'm having those. So I've switched it up a little bit. I'll read you what my original meal plan was and then I'll let you know which ones I'm gonna switch out and for what. So my meal plan for this week is pork meatballs, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to do that with pasta or as subs. I think I'm going to do it with pasta just because we've got so much pasta in this house and we need to get it used up. So pork meatball subs. We already had pork mince in the freezer. It's been in there for ages. It needs using. So that's defrosting and I'm going to make those later. Harry's got a like singing carol concert thing at school later, so it'll be nice I think when we get home. The kids love cooking together and cooking with me, so I think we can all make some meatballs together and that will be fun. The next meal I put down was chili rice, creme fraiche tortillas. Yeah, I think we're gonna have this. We have got leftover chili in the freezer. I'm not sure how much there is, so when we don't have loads, what I tend to do is do it as like nachos and then just lay all the tortilla chips out, spread the chili as far as I can, serve it with rice, creme fraiche, salsa, whatever. So that's possibly how we're going to do it depending on how much is in there. I think it's not the biggest portion, but it's plenty if we pad it out. I put the pesto crusted bassa back on, but that's going to be the meal that's going to transfer over to another week because the bassa fillets are in the freezer. They're perfectly fine, they'll last in there, and we're going to switch that out with the tikka chicken, spatchcock chicken thing. That was so good when we got it last time. We really enjoyed it. Cooks really quickly, and we'll just have that with some potatoes. I've got carrots, I've got broccoli, so nice little tasty roast kind of thing going on. I put sausage casserole, but then I ended up not buying the sausages and the things for the sausage casserole, other than the peppers, but we'll use those. And we're gonna have the tempura chicken as like chicken burgers. So we just put the fillets on a burger with maybe some relish, some mayo, and it's really tasty. So good. It's even nicer if you had a little bit of halloumi as well, but I've not done that this week. But yeah, it's really good. You have to try that. I've put down that we're going to have the feta tomato pasta. You know, the TikTok one? We did it a few times a while ago and it was really good. So I just thought it's cheap, it's quick, it's easy, and it's tasty. And I've got a garlic bread in the fridge that needs using. So I thought that would be a nice meal as well. And then the last meal is pizza, because it's just nice and easy. We've actually decided that we're not going to buy the pizzas with all the toppings on anymore because Alistair's really fussy and he just prefers to add his own. And we've got some pepperoni left in the fridge. We've got those mini, you know, like the little drop pepper things. Oh my god, they're so good. And the kids love adding their own toppings too. So we either buy the dough and we bake it ourselves, or we just buy a plain margherita pizza and we jazz it up. And that is it. I've only planned 6 meals because next Monday I want to say next Monday is payday. And let's face it, we're gonna like go and get something nice, or we're gonna have a takeaway. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if we didn't, there's plenty of food in the fridge and the freezer. We could have that bassa. I just don't think we're gonna, you know, sometimes you just don't fancy a meal. I feel like we go through phases with the bassa and then we finally force ourselves to eat it and we're like, oh, this is so tasty. And then we go through another long spell of not using it. So maybe I shouldn't buy it anymore. But it's really good when you have it and it's cheap and it's tasty and yeah, anyway. Right, I am going to go get some bits done around the house. Next week will be the last food shop and meal plan before Christmas. I can't believe that's come around so quickly. I'm not going to be buying too much fancy Christmas stuff, to be honest, because hopefully, as long as Boris doesn't change his mind, we're going to be having Christmas Day at my mum's house. So we'll be there with my mum, my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law and my nephew, and it'll be the first time the three cousins have spent Christmas together, so I'm so excited for that. I am wondering, do I need to buy like stuff to make a roast and just buy chicken so that if Boris does decide to screw us over at the last minute, we've got something in to make something that's kind of like a Christmas dinner. Because if I buy sprouts, we can use those in something else as well. I'm sure we could make it work. I'll probably buy a couple of nice nibbly bits, you know, for like Boxing Day, and some treats for Christmas Eve. We like to do baking on Christmas Eve, so I'll buy stuff for that. Other than that though, we don't go crazy with food over Christmas. It's nice to have treats in and stuff, but it's not necessary. Christmas is one day, and yes, it's nice to have all the things during the festive time when you're off, but honestly, we eat pretty normally the rest of the time. Might get a cheeky camembert. I think my grandparents are getting us a Christmas cake, which is lovely, so I don't need to worry about that. What else? Mince pies. Alistair won't eat them, but me and the kids will, and obviously we need one for Father Christmas. So yeah, I might make a little bit of a list, and it will be probably a more expensive shop than normal because we will get a couple of treats, maybe a few bottles of something, but other than that, I don't see the need to go crazy over Christmas, because when we do, it often means more food waste. So we get a couple of little treats and we get a couple of extra bits, but we don't go mad at all, because I just hate putting food in the bin. And when you buy so much, like, you're still the same sized family as you were before. You're not necessarily going to eat all of that. I like to try and be mindful of it. Anyways, if you do buy all the things for Christmas and you like to like go all out, then absolutely fantastic. Love that for you as well. But this is just how I like to do it, and my kids are hyper enough. We don't need more sugar and treat fancy things in the house than we already have. They have enough energy without. And you know, they see fruit and other things as big treats anyway. So I'm rambling. I'll talk to you about that next week, because that'll be next week's shop, won't it? So I'm going to figure it out in my head, and I will come back to you next week and let you know what we decide to do. I think I might film a Christmas Eve box video as well if I've got time before Harry's Christmas singing thing. I need to go and find it in the loft. But yeah, let me know if that's something you want to see. Do you want to know what we put in our Christmas Eve box? Do you not? Let me know either way. Give this video a like and comment, say hello. It makes me feel less lonely on here. And yeah, have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you are doing. See you next time.